What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome to a very exciting video we have for you today, our first ever Battlerite top 5 plays. This video is the only dedicated sponsored video we've ever agreed to make on this channel, and the reason we accepted it is because of how much we love this game. We played it in closed beta and have close to 100 hours in it already, so when Stunlock Studios approached us, we were super stoked to make a video on it. For all of our League or PUBG viewers that don't know anything about Battlerite, that's completely fine. We're gonna try to make this video as noob friendly and enjoyable as possible for people of all experience levels. Without further ado, let's dive right into our number 5 play featuring Syrian03 playing Blossom, and right off the bat we see blue team is fighting from behind in a 2v3. Even though this play is all about what Blossom does, the character you really want to follow in this play is Jamung, who's the enemy player we see right here preparing to fire off his ultimate. His ultimate, Dragon Slayer, is an extremely hard-hitting arrow that can do massive collateral damage, especially when charged up. Despite Jamung getting pulled in, he fires the shot at Blossom, but she's ready with Gust to redirect it back into all 3 players on red team for the instant triple. Let's check that out one more time because it all happened so quickly and the reflect timing by Blossom is spot on. Our next clip features Jolty playing Jamung in a 1v3 situation, and this play comes from a high-ranking game, and you can just tell because of how well the champion is controlled and all the dodges. Throughout this play, he cancels several abilities and auto attacks to bait and trick the enemy team, which is an awesome outplay component of this game in general. Champions have counterattacks, so you bait them, wait out the counter, and then follow through with your own attacks. He's kiting beautifully, and after taking down the second enemy, things have boiled down to a 1v1. Again, his dodges are super smooth, and he positions himself on the inside as the circle closes in, allowing him a crack at the middle orb in the center. The middle orb gives health back and energy, which is a resource needed to use your strongest abilities. Having this energy boost is so key because it unlocks those big abilities that can swing the game. The circle is closed and they have to fight much closer now as Jolty looks to clutch this out with more jukes and mind games.
Let's go! Let's go!
Moving right along and into our next play, we have PhenomEX playing Raigon, who's a highly mobile hack and slashy kind of champion. While they begin to brawl it out, I wanted to take a moment to explain a few key concepts, and then afterwards we'll dive back into this play. First, let's expand on Raigon's counterattack, which is called Parry. It eats up to 5 attacks, with melee attacks triggering a counter that stuns and redirects projectiles. On top of that, this Raigon in specific chose a Battlerite that makes him do a spinning slash at the end of his parry, which stuns in a circle around him. Battlerites are chosen at the beginning of a match and allow you to customize your abilities to best fit what you're up against. With the concepts of counters and Battlerites briefly explained, let's get back into the play itself because PhenomEX is the final man standing against an entire team. He uses parry, which the enemy team attacks into for the AoE stun, but let's pause it for just a moment. This energy orb right here is left behind after a teammate dies. Picking it up gives you whatever remaining energy they had when they died, so this will be key in just a moment. He casts his ultimate, dashing around and picking up that energy orb I mentioned, which basically gives him a second Wrath of the Tiger to use immediately following the first one. With one enemy down, there's only 2 remaining, and I've talked a lot over this play, so I'm gonna let you enjoy the remaining bit of this intense 1v2. Keep an eye out for more parries, the spinning slash that follows, the middle orb, and even another ultimate towards the end. This guy's an absolute beast. Just shy of our number 1 spot, we have OlleMitGlocken on Varesh, and this champion is super cool. I picked him up right away when I first started playing the game. Much like our last 2 plays, this one boils down quickly to a 1v3 with Varesh sitting at very low HP. He picks up his fallen teammate's energy orb, gap closes, and slays Jamung with his ultimate, using it again to break line of sight and mount up. As a quick side note, it's very important to understand how vital it is that Varesh lands his ultimate on anyone. As long as it hits, the effect is refreshed and he can dash again up to 2 more times. After stealing the middle orb, he keeps his spacing until he lands his counter, which teleports him to the target, but he immediately backs off again and attacks from a range. He He's basically just poking them down because he's very close to getting his ultimate back up, and when he's close enough, he goes in and picks up the energy orb to get his ultimate. Just like I mentioned before, he needs to land these to keep it rolling, and that he does, landing all 3 dashes for maximum value. His third dash even took the middle orb, and this guy's just on another level. The amount of little details in his mechanics and decision making are incredibly impressive. After dashing behind his opponent to dodge his ultimate, you know it's just a matter of time before this is GG.
Round 1.
And for our number 1 pro play for this week, we have Perdah playing Pearl, a support champion with tons of utility. Left in a 1v3 with barely any health, she casts her ultimate Jaws and quickly escapes into the fog of war. All enemies hit by Jaws are removed from battle until spat out, or Pearl can relocate them to a new landing location. In this case, she relocates Ashka over the wall and drops down her bubble barrier to slow enemy projectiles that pass through it. Her only option left is the energy orb left behind by a fallen ally, which will recharge her ultimate ability, Jaws, the one we just saw a moment ago. She makes a break for it, getting the orb, and then immediately using her ultimate on all 3, dropping them out of the zone for the instant double kill. Her bubble barrier goes down to deny any counterattack, and then she stops Ashka from re-entering the safe zone for long enough to take the win. We have a couple of awesome bonus plays or honorable mentions to highlight, and let's start off with one from Battlerite's newest champion, Jamila the Shadow Blade Assassin. Jamila's a really fun champion to pick up and play due to her insane mobility and damage, so she's an awesome addition to the champion roster. She just recently came out a few days ago with a mega patch that officially kicked off Battlerite Season 1. To celebrate the big launch, they've given us a special promo link that gets you the armored black bear mount, an exclusive in-game item completely for free. I can't say more great things about this game. It's competitive, fun, surprisingly easy to get into, and it's free to play, so now's the best time to join in. Don't forget to use that promo link in the description box below to make sure you grab yourself the Armored Black Bear exclusive. It's been an amazingly fun time putting together this video, and it's always a bit challenging when you try something new, so I hope you liked it. If you're a seasoned Battlerite player, my apologies for keeping the commentary fairly basic. We assume that the majority of people watching this on our channel might be seeing Battlerite gameplay for the first time. My goal was to hopefully make a video that everyone of all experience levels could enjoy. From everyone here on the Protatomonster crew, thanks for watching, take care, and please let us know if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future.